Everyone. In today's lecture, we are going to learn one of the most important concepts in programming, the while loop. Till now, we have written programs where every statement executes only once. But what if I have to print hello 5 times or 100 times? In such cases, we have to write print 5 times. No. Programming is all about avoiding unnecessary repetition. That's where loops come. A loop repeats a block of code automatically. Python mainly has two loops, for loop and a while loop. Today we will master about while loop. So exactly what is while loop? So while loop keeps executing a block of code as long as the condition remains true. In simple words we can say as long as the condition is true, keep repeating. Think about charging your phone. When your battery is 100%, less than 100% you will keep charging, but at the movement it will come 100% you will stop charging. Exactly the same thing happens in Python. So let's start with general syntax and come to our laptop. Till now, every program we have written executed each statement only once. For example, we take input, perform calculations, print output. After that, the program ends. But what if we want to perform the same task again and again? Suppose I ask you to write hello in the board 100 times. Will you write 100 times sentences? Of course not. You should repeat the same action. Programming has the same problem. To solve it, we use loops. So exactly what is loop? A loop is a programming construct that repeatedly executes a block of code until a condition is met or all items in the sequence has been processed. In simple words, we can say a loop is used to repeat a block of code multiple times without writing it again and again. Suppose, taking example of real life, a teacher calls every student's name one by one. Instead of writing the same instructions for every student, the teacher repeats the process until every student's name has been called. That's called a that's like a loop. Or we can take example of brushing teeth. When you brush your teeth, you don't brush only once. You repeat the brushing motion many times. This repetition is similar to a loop. Or if you set an alarm for every weekend, the phone repeatedly alarms every day according to the schedule. Again, it's a repetition. So any type of repetition is also called a loop. So why actually we need a loop? So without loops, code becomes very long. We need to write the same instructions again and again repeatedly. So programmers find it difficult to maintain the code. So with loops, we can write less code and it is easier to read and modify and it saves our time. The main purpose of loop is to automate repetitive work. So there are mainly two types of loops. First is while loop and second is for loop. So for loop is used when we know how many times we want to repeat something. Example, if we want to print number between 1 to 10, we can use for loop. And while loop is used when we don't know in advance how many times the loop should be run. It continues until a condition becomes false. So today, first we will learn about loops and for loop because for loop is much easier to learn and its syntax is also very simple. So now that we understand what a loop is and why we need it, let's open VS Code and learn how to write a for loop in a Python. Let's make a new file and start. So first of all, suppose we want to print hello 5 times. So normally what we do, we write print and write hello and do it in a 5 times. For example, right now I am copying this and printing it 5 times. But what if we want to print it 100 times or we want to print it 1,000 times? Will we write 100 print statements? Obviously not. To repeat a block of code, we use loops. So let's do this with using for loop. So first of all, let's understand the syntax of for loop. Comment it out, otherwise it will give error. For variable in sequence and then we write statement. Like whatever we want to write, first of all we will write for. It is a keyword on the variable which will change every iteration. And int is a keyword and sequence. In this we can write any list, string, range or anything. And this shows that this block of loop will start. And here condition we will write any condition what to run. One more thing, there is something called range. So like if we write range 5, what will happen? Let's see. It will give us numbers from 0 to 4. It starts from 0 and stops before 4, before 5. We have given 5, so it will stop before 5. What's not running? Wait. I don't know what the problem is, but you got it. So now, so we can write like we write range to 7. So what we will get? We will get numbers from 2 to 6. It will stop in 6. Okay, let's check. I don't know why it is not running, but let's try. Let's try another thing. Let's see anything is working or not. So irritating.
It is working, but I don't know why this range function is not working. So leave, let's start with for loop. Let's start with practice only. We want to print from 0 to 5 so that we can write for I in range. If you want to print till 5, then we have to give range till 6. See, it should give 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is how it works. So actually what happens is first it sees if the condition in 1 to 5, it will print 1 from here, and then it again goes and check if it is 2 and then 3 like that. Let's take one more example. So in this what will happen is we will get 2 and then 4, 6, 8, 11. Here 2 is step. This is start, this is stop, and this is step. I should write this. So see, we got 2 and then step 2, then 1 will get 3 नहीं आएगा, 4 आएगा, फिर 5 नहीं आएगा, 6 आएगा, ऐसे होगा. This way you can print you can also print something like our name. Here, Amrishi will get printed 5 times. This way only, let's take one more example. So here, it's giving power from 1 to 6. Power of 1 is 1, power of 2, 1 power. 1 into 1 into 1 is 1. 2 into 2 into 2 is 8. 3 into 3 into 3 is 27, and 4 into 4 into 4 64, like that. Now let's do of sum of first 10 numbers. This is also very important. So for writing sum of first 10 numbers, you have to make one more variable sum, and then for I in range 1 to 11, 1 is start and 11 is stop, and sum is equal to sum plus I. And then at last, after executing this, when this will be finished, we have to write sum so that we will get whatever sum is. See, first of all, what will happen is range is 1 to 11, तो 1 से 11 तक ये चलेगा, और इसमें स्टेप नहीं है, तो फिर 1 के बाद 2 आएगा, 2 के बाद 3, 3 के बाद 4, ऐसा नहीं कि 1 के बाद सीधा 3 आएगा या कुछ और आएगा। तो सम इज इक्वल टू सम प्लस 1, जिसके अगर यहाँ पे 1 है, पहले सम 0 है, तो 0 प्लस 1, तो 1 हो जाएगा, फिर 2 होगा यहाँ पे रेंज, ये एक बढ़ेगा, फिर यहाँ पे 2 हो गया, यहाँ पे 0 की जगह नहीं, ये तो 1 हो गया, और यहाँ पे 1 इज इक्वल टू, यहाँ पे सम इज इक्वल टू, ये 1 था, 1 प्लस 2, ये तो 3 हो जाएगा, ये सम में 3 आएगा, फिर ये अभी प्रिंट नहीं होगा, फिर उसके बाद ये इसमें जाएगा, फिर ये 3 हो जाएगा, फिर यहाँ पे 4 हो जाएगा, फिर ऐसे सम कर करके जो भी सम होते रहेगा इसमें स्टोर होगा, फिर लास्ट में जो हो जाएगा 11 तक हो गया, तो उसके बाद ये 12 में नहीं जाएगा, फिर उसके बाद ये एंड हो जाएगा, फिर ये प्रिंट करेगा सम, तो 55 आएगा। It's simply 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 till plus 11. Let's make a multiplication table. Here let me write sum of first 10 numbers. It will not go till 11. 11 years, so it will go till 10 only. And now write for multiplication table. So let's make something like we write any number and that's table we printed. Like if we write 30 and its table will get printed. We have to write here the with codes we can say. So in this way we can write code for multiplication. So here let's enter 30. We will get full table. So here what happens is first it will take any number. It ask for a to enter any number. You took 30, then it will go from 1 to 10 and it will print num means 13 into I. I is what range from 1 to 10 equal to and this will print here num into 1. 13 into 1, 13 into 2, then it will print like that. So let's now go for the another example to find let's take example about reverse counting. Let's make another file and have some more practice. Let's write about reverse counting. We can write this like for I in range 120 to first we have to write from where we have to start with. Let's start with 20 and write till 0 and it's reverse counting so we write step minus 1. So it will go like 20, 19, 18 like this. We missed here this